What is up, guys? BK Voiceover here, and welcome to my recap. Unfortunately, it's a sad recap today of the 2022 first ever game in Germany, Seahawks versus the Buccaneers. The Seahawks fall to the Buccaneers 21-16. It was honestly a pretty sloppy showing from the Seahawks to start the game. Offense just couldn't get it going. The run game was getting stuffed right at the line by Vita Vea, Akeem Hicks, that big interior of that Bucs line. And unfortunately, Seattle just kind of fell victim to that in the first half, and Buccaneers did not have that issue. Defense did have a couple of nice stops in the first half, but the Bucs jump out to a halftime lead of 14-0. Seahawks do start to turn it on in the second half. They go down, score a field goal immediately, which was nice. Bucs go down the field, and on a very strange trick play that goes horribly wrong for the Bucs, they throw an interception to Tariq Woolen. Seahawks look like they have all the momentum going forward, and then they get into the red zone, and Geno Smith essentially fumbles the ball in the red zone, and Bucs get the ball back and score down, or go down the field and score immediately. It's Bucs 21-3 basically with 11 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. At that point, I thought the game was over. But the Seahawks did surprise me. They made some adjustments and they came back firing on all cylinders. They made this a game at the end. Geno Smith came back from that fumble and went down and had 2 touchdown drives, which was awesome. Still didn't have an essentially great game. He was 23 for 33 on the day, 275 yards, 2 TDs, no picks, a passer rating of 115.1. Pretty good stats overall, but losing the fumble in the red zone, that's a big lot. That is a big negative for me. So, but it wasn't all Geno's fault that this offense couldn't get going. Seattle's rushing game couldn't get anything going on the ground. Those big interior defensive linemen just stopped Seattle in their tracks. They only mustered 39 rushing yards on 14 carries, less than 3 yards a carry. But they did end up getting Kenneth Walker more invested in the passing game, which was nice. On the day, DK Metcalf led the team in receiving. He had 6 catches for 71 yards. Kenneth Walker was right behind him, 6 catches for 55 yards, including a couple of very successfully run screens. The 2 touchdowns on the day, one by Tyler Lockett, who had 3 catches for 42 yards, and Marquise Goodwin had the other touchdown on the day, 2 catches for 38 yards. And then to round out your receiving core, Noah Fant had 3 catches for 34 yards, Disley 2 for 28, including 2 clutch first down catches, and Colby Parkinson had a catch for 7 yards. Like I said before, Geno Smith had that terrible fumble on a crucial drive for Seattle to get back into this game. Couldn't get it to work. On the defensive side of the ball, there were some really nice plays by the corners. Tariq Woolen had another interception on the day. And Mike Jackson had a couple of nice had a pass defense and played pretty well all day. Tariq Woolen also had another pass defense on top of his interception, which was awesome. Jordan Brooks led the team in tackles again. He had some clutch stops and a tackle for loss, the only tackle for loss by anybody on the team on the day. And Cody Barton had a clutch interception on Tom Brady. It looked like it was going to be a for sure catch by Mike Evans. He was wide open in the middle, but Cody Barton goes full Olympic high jumper and just snags it out of the air. That was a clutch play. So very happy with them. But the biggest losers of the day, definitely this defensive line. They had no sacks on the day, 1 QB hit. They were getting no pressure on Brady for like the entire game, it felt like. And Tom Brady made their lives a living hell. They were okay in stopping the rush at first, and then Rachaad White just came out and proceeded to ruin their days. They were gashing them all of the second half. It's kind of pathetic, honestly. This offensive line for the Bucs was also injured to hell, so it was really sucks that they couldn't get any pressure whatsoever. So yeah, losers of this game, the entire Seahawks run defense, as well as the The entire defensive line in general couldn't get any pass rush going. Very sad outing for Seattle. Unfortunately, they came back. They made it a close game in the end, but unfortunately they could not pull it out. Jason Myers was clutch. He hit a really not gimme 55-yard field goal after DK had a really stupid unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. But it is what it is. The moral of this game is you can't be completely dead in the first half and expect to come back and have some fourth quarter miracle. So yeah, Seahawks, they aren't able to pull it out. So they leave from Germany with a loss. Not very good, but again, I think the Buccaneers came to play today, and we didn't. Buccaneers knew that they could not afford to go 4-6. They desperately needed to win this game if they wanted to stay in competitive in the NFC playoff race. So that is just how things went today. So Seahawks will return to Seattle from Germany. They have their bye next week, so they will not be playing, which is good. I think they need some time for rest, some relaxation, and then just refreshing from this loss and figuring out what to do better. And then they play the 2-6 Las Vegas Raiders at home. That should be a gimme game. The Raiders have looked like complete and utter crap all year. So that's definitely a get-right game. So hopefully they can make something happen, and we see a refreshed team going into Week 12. So with that, I am going to cut the video here. If you guys like the content, be sure to like the video and subscribe if you want to see more. Of course, also hit the bell icon to be notified whenever I post. Appreciate y'all watching. You guys are the best. And as always, go Hawks.